somebody ought to do something about these demonstrators. They're not but traitors.
Hey! That better, Freddy?
Very good, Duncan. I'll go and get the rest of them now, eh?
Cheeky beggars.
You're late. Have you got time for this before you go back out?
Yeah, just about.
I was thinking we'd make a start with the decorating on Sunday. It could be the last chance we have to do it together.
I promised the lads I'd go fishing.
You don't fish.
Well, no, not fishing. We take a boat out into Scarborough Bay. You know, take sandwiches.
And the odd crate of beer. Hey, what's this?
Oh, stuck on the notice board.
Paul Melthorne. The darling of the band The Bombers. Saw him speak at a rally years ago.
Oh, was that in your wild student days before you became respectable?
My ideals haven't changed. I still believe in nuclear disarmament. I just can't do much about it. Unlike the state of this house.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. You go on this demo on Saturday. Sunday, I'll go fishing with the lads. We'll leave all the decorating to the forces painters.
I don't want Oscar Blaketon choosing the colour scheme. I want this place to look nice.
And what about next weekend?
I'll be working by then. This could be my last free weekend.
And you want to decorate?
It'd be fun to do it together.
Oh, the fishing was fixed up ages ago.
Well, you can't let the lads down then, can you?
Pint.
Rubbish. Aye. It's the Geordie kid. Gonna lose some money, Duncan.
Look at this. Those two have been shoving them up all over the place.
Oldies. Wait. This yours, is it?
What if it is?
We work down there, and we don't want any demonstrations. It's how we earn our living.
They put them up all over the shop.
Oh, have they? Well, they can just get out there and take them down again.
No chance.
Oh. Oh, well, then we're just going to have a little demonstration of our own then, aren't we, lads? Now go away and stay away!
All right, so you're not wanted in here.
Yeah, I haven't finished my drink.
It's finished now.
Come on, hit him, Freddy.
What's going on, George?
They've been putting these up. Freddy and the lads don't like the idea.
I think it's better if you leave.
Because it's what they want.
Because it's the best way to prevent trouble.
You know better than them, you think, just because you're wearing a uniform.
I'm asking you nicely. Will you and your friend leave?
It's a free country, and I want another drink.
Yeah, but you can get one somewhere else.
Sod off, I've done nothing.
No one's done anything yet, and I want to keep it that way. Now, come on.
Hey. Band of bombers.
Why are you picking on me?
I'm not. I'm simply trying to keep the peace.
Yeah, and I'm simply trying to have a drink.
You pushed your luck in there. Don't push it out here.
Or else what? You can't arrest me. I've done nothing.
Hey. Come on.
Up you get. David, tell Paul.
6 sugars again?
Of course we can handle it, sir. No, sir, we don't need extra manpower from outside. Are you sure? Yes, sir. Absolutely confident. Yes, sir. Right. Ban the bomb march, Saturday. We're policing it.
Did you see Ashfordley section, Sarge?
There are 12 of us, including the rural beats. You think we can't handle a few protesters, Bellamy?
Few, Sarge.
How many do you think are coming here at this time of year?
I don't know, Sarge. They're wheeling out the big guns for this one. Paul Melthorne bloke speaking.
Well, all MPs like to see their pretty faces in the paper. Anyway, as it's world peace this lot are after, I hardly think they'll be looking for trouble.
This weekend might not be that cushy, Sarge.
A few hotheads aren't going to get the better of Ashfordley's section. Understood? This must be small beer, I suppose, to our man from the Met.
Just different, Sarge. When there's a march on Trafalgar Square, you've half the force out with them. Principle's the same, though. Containment's the main thing.
This in central London, Rowan?
No, but you still have to keep the demonstrators away from everyone else. If you close off all the roads leading to Farlingdales, that just leaves us and them.
Mr. Paul Melthorne's outside. He's got a complaint.
Oh, press me squatted him again.
He wants to see the officer in charge. Something about police brutality.
Are you the officer in charge?
I am, sir.
One of your officers has beaten up one of our group, a Julian Cantley, and you now have him locked in one of your cells. This gentleman, by the way, is from the Yorkshire Post.
Is he here to make a complaint as well?
He's here to make sure you don't try and fob me off with any of your nonsense.
I see. Well, for the record, no one's been beaten up.
Don't try telling me he fell down your cell steps.
There are no steps to our cell, sir.
So, what happens now, Sergeant?
Mr. Cantley's been warned about his future behaviour. As far as we're concerned, that's the end of the matter.
And what about the officer who assaulted him? Good Lord. Have you seen a doctor?
Mr. Cantley was asked if he wanted one. He declined.
And the officer responsible is to be allowed to get away with it?
As I said, sir, those injuries were sustained accidentally. We do have a register, sir. Mr. Cantley was asked how these injuries came about. He replied, it was an accident.
He was no doubt frightened out of his wits. He'll be pressing charges. Who was the officer involved?
He was called P.C. Rowan.
Don't do that now, love. Come to bed.
I've only been up there 5 minutes. I'll get the assault charge on my record. I might as well give up now.
Do you really think it'll come to that?
Yeah, if it wins your friend Melthorne a few votes.
But if you didn't hit him, you've nothing to worry about, surely.
If I didn't hit him?
I just meant Melthorne wouldn't look good pressing trumped-up charges.
No.
Come to bed, love, please.
I'll be up in a minute.
Hello there.
Hello, Alex.
Give me that. There.
Thank you.
Well, I expect you're raring to go, aren't you, eh? Show the old fool what modern medicine's all about.
Oh, I'm sure you've forgotten more than I'll ever learn.
Your bedside manner's coming along very well. Oh, while I remember, I've got a room for you at the end of the corridor, but it needs clearing out, so perhaps you'd rather take your first surgery in my room, eh?
I'd like to move into my own room right away, if that's all right. I can soon tidy it.
Good, good. You looking forward to Monday?
Can't wait.
Excellent. In that case, perhaps you'd like to take your first surgery tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
A Saturday morning will soon show you what you're up against.
All right, then why not?
Oh, good. It'll give me the whole weekend for fishing. First time for years.
Fishing? How nice.
It's all hot air, Nick. Eh? Melthorne, hot air. And hot air soon blows over.
Prentice! Municipal campsite. Melthorne and his friends have booked themselves in overnight. I want you to keep an eye on them.
Yes, well, I've got to nip a prisoner into York. It'll take all day, Sarge.
I can go to the camp, Sarge.
Oh, Rowan, you take the prisoner. Melthorne doesn't need any more excuses to make trouble, and if Cantley's there and identifies you...
Ashfordley Police Station. It's for you, Sarge.
Leighton.
Possibly here.
Yes, sir.
About this Fylingdale's demo.
Yes, sir.
The American ambassador's in the area tomorrow. He'd like to visit the place.
Tomorrow.
Morning.
Hi, Paul. Julian.
Hi, Val.
What happened to you?
Oh, policeman happened to him.
Yeah, it would be more of the same if Paul hadn't rescued me from the cell.
Right, Julian, we better set up camp right away. You better follow me.
I do know the way to the site at Ashfordley.
So do the police. That's why you better stick close to me.
If my superintendent hadn't just phoned, I'd have thought this was some kind of joke.
This is no joke, Sergeant. Our ambassador will be arriving at Fylingdales at 4 p.m. tomorrow.
4 p.m.?
Affirmative.
Why wasn't I told of this visit sooner?
Because it's secret. You're only being told now because of the agitators. Can you handle it?
The protest? Of course.
So you won't need me to cancel the visit?
Not through any shortcomings with the Ashfordley police, certainly not.
So what have you got planned? Police cordon around the area? Air surveillance?
Air surveillance? We're only expecting 20 or 30 protesters. They'll march to the station, shout a few slogans, sit in the road, then we'll move them.
You better be right, Sergeant.
Planning's the key. You can have as many as you want in somewhere, say like Dallas, and still not guarantee security. I've got one officer, even now, watching the ringleaders at their campsite. There'll be no surprises here.
Go on, son. Hey, up! Good afternoon. We're just pitching our camp for the night. We had a little bit of a problem with the site in town.
This is Lord Ashfordley's land, you know. Have you got permission?
Actually, no. But we're willing to pay.
Ah.
Looks great. Want to see my room?
I bet you say that to all the boys. What's it like?
I don't know. I've not seen it myself yet. It's down here.
That's so they can't hear the screams in the waiting room. Ow.
Must be this one.
Hey, wait.
What are you doing? Nick, let me.
Oh, Doctor, you're in trouble. Well, goodness gracious me.
Are you sure that'll be enough?
All right. Would you like something to eat? I can get you a few eggs.
What about some milk?
Oh, all right, yeah.
Will that cover it?
Oh, I'll get a few pints with that. Right, I'll leave you to get on with it then. Come on, Alfred, come on. He likes the ladies, doesn't he, hey? A good few pints.
Oh, she's nearly as much fun as decorating. Here, you got any medicine for a lung full of dust?
What about a pint of bitter?
Well, you're the doctor.
I am, aren't I?
Kate, what on earth's going on here?
Well, Alex, you said the room needed a bit of a tidy.
Not this one, the room next door. I cleared it myself specially. I put all the rubbish in here.
they just sacked you. Said if I didn't get off the site, they'd call the police. They only blame me for the thieving because all the others on the job were locals. Got the foreman's transistor, though. Compensation.
Yeah? What are you going to do now, though?
Plenty more jobs down south. Better than this dump.
Could I get a job there?
Of course you could. Fancy it?
Yeah. I hate working for that old Metcalf.
Just fine, George. Here, have one for yourself.
You're coming to some money, Claude.
Earned it, haven't I? Letting that band the bomb lot camp up on his lordship's moor.
We've put him on Lord Ashfordley's land.
They ought to burn it down.
Hey?
Filingdales, them golf balls and that radar. My cows haven't given half as much milk since they were built.
Well, that's got nothing to do with golf balls, Stan. It's because your cows are 9 as old as you.
Hey, listen. It gives out nuclear rays, doesn't it? Who knows what's happening to them cows? Never mind us. Now then, young Billy, watch what you're supping, lad. I want you for milking in the morning.
Does anybody want to buy a tranny? Picks up the pirates, marvellous.
What makes you think me and Stan listen to pirate radio?
You can pick up the police frequencies on it, Claude.
Give you a couple of quid.
Tenner.
Here you go, no chance.
5 then.
Make it 4 and you're on. Hey up. Let's go and listen to it outside.
Come in. I thought you were never coming.
Couldn't get away.
Well, you're here now.
I brought you something.
Oh, yes?
My pal Jean took it. I told her you were just kissing me for luck. I've written on the back.
Well, it's very nice. I'll keep it in my wallet.
Oh, there you are.
Oh, Val was just giving me some thoughts about tomorrow's speech.
Oh, right. We're going down the pub. Are you coming?
I don't fancy it.
Oh, yes, Julian, why not? We'll be with you in half a tick.
Okay.
Oh, they'd have been very suspicious if we hadn't have gone. Besides, we have all night.
Well, if I do get kicked off the force, I could always go into the removal business.
Don't be daft. It's a lot of fuss about nothing.
Yeah, so people keep telling me.
Come on, forget about it.
Well, it's easy for you to say.
Are we sampling the local brew? 4 pints of bitter, please, and 2 halves of cider for the ladies.
Don't I know you?
Paul Melthorne.
Oh, I have seen your picture in the papers. I don't want him in here.
Why ever not?
I nearly got my pub smashed up thanks to him and his mates.
We didn't do anything. It was those louts from Filingdales.
I still want you out of here. Constable Rowan, I want him out.
We're not going.
I'm afraid you are.
This is the copper that beat me up.
Well, there are too many witnesses for him to try it again, Julian.
The landlord is within his rights to ask you to leave, sir.
And no doubt you'll trump up some charges if we don't. You know, this is what I fought against in Spain and during the last war. The suppression of free speech, police brutality.
The landlord's still waiting.
I've no doubt we can find somewhere else to drink.
You should try the King's Head at Elsinby. Only don't say I sent you.
Isn't that where the workers from Filingdales usually drink, George?
So it is. Silly me.
It'll be great, man. And there's more of them than us. Poncy students. We'll run a mile if you shout at them. And we need some cost to live on. That is, if you're coming with me. Of course I am. You said.
Before she can sleep in the sand, the answer, my friend.
I think I'm going to go to bed. Oh, passes for it. Good night.
Time I turned in as well. Good night.
You want me to come with you? Make sure you're okay.
No thanks. I'll be fine.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't know how you can eat that at this time of night. He hasn't changed much, poor Melthorne. Still very handsome.
Yeah. Do you like that sort of thing?
It was 58 I saw him at a student debate.
58, eh? I saw Jean Vincent at Hammersmith in 58.
He's married now. To an honourable or something.
Who, Jean Vincent?
Tries to play down the fact that he's loaded. He's a terrific speaker, though. Had all the girls swooning.
The Jean Vincent of the middle classes, eh?
You ought to hear him speak. He's really convincing.
No, I've heard enough of him already. Do you want some?
Oh, thank you.
She wouldn't dance with another. Woo! When I saw her standing there. Well, my heart went boom as I crossed that room, and I held her hand in my ear. Well, we danced through the night, and we held each other tight. I was all too long. I fell in love with her. And I'll never dance with another. Woo! When I
Having fun? What the hell? Shut up, this! Piss on! He's worried. Give me that, you thieving little bastard! He's got my bloody wallet!
Are you sure nothing was taken from you, sir?
No, nothing. I was mistaken.
Now, during the scuffle, you said you hit his arm with a hammer.
Caught him a beauty on the back as well, when he was running off.
For pacifists, you don't mess about. He had a knife. I simply saw red. Better red than dead, sir.
I'd have done the same in your shoes, sir.
Well, you don't have to tell us that.
We'd best get an alert to all the hospitals. Who gave you permission to camp on Lord Ashfordley's field?
The gamekeeper.
John Rawlings?
Didn't give us a name.
His dog was called Alfred, though.
If I'm being accused of something, I want to see a solicitor.
We thought you'd want to help Claude. Like you did those demonstrators.
Oh, that's what it's all about, is it? Look, all I did were help a few weary travellers. Once upon a time, I'd have ended up in the Bible for that, not on a charge sheet.
They were robbed, Claude. 2 men, one with a flick knife. What do you know about it?
You are?
Claude, could we have a look at your arms, please?
What for?
Your arms, please.
Yeah, right. What the hell's this all about?
We told you. Armed robbery.
Yeah, well, you've seen me arms, so can I get back to bed?
This is no joke, Claude. If we find any friend of yours with a broken arm, we'll do him, and then we'll be back to do you.
Not bad. I've got to get to hospital, Dunk. It's hurting like mad. And my back. You can't, I told you. Cops will be swarming around all the hospitals. They'll be swarming everywhere after you're pulling that knife. Shut it. I've got to get this arm fixed. Look, we'll call somewhere on our way down south. We'll be fine in a day or two. But if I don't go to work, they'll know. They'll know it was me. Well, then get your work clothes on and go to work, laddo. Go to work.
Ah, you're right. It's a good job I got my money up front, otherwise I'd have had mine and all.
Aye. You can pay me for eggs then.
What? Ah. Yeah, well, I'll get it in the pub tonight. Hey, them cows are making a racket, aren't they?
Aye, to be that damn Billy hasn't turned up at milking. I'll sack him. I will.
Stan!
You daft bugger, what have you done?
What about these?
Oh, nice legs.
Oh, you're hopeless. They're too high, aren't they?
They're certainly higher than Dr. Ferrenby wears, yeah. I'll get it. You've had a call out Metcalfe's farm. I think these go well with that suit.
How is it, missus?
I don't think any ribs are broken, just the arm.
And my back.
They'll x-ray you at the hospital. How did it happen?
I fell off the ladder.
Always climb a ladder to milk cows, do you?
Get lost, Claude. What's it got to do with you?
Aye, what were you doing up there?
Oh, it really hurts.
I got something to say that might cause you pain. If I catch you talking, tell a boy again, I'm gonna let you down.
Any progress on last night's incident?
No, we'll check the hospitals. I'll have another chat with Greengrass.
Yeah, just don't take too long. I'll need every pair of hands I can get up here later. You can't park there, Mrs. Rowan. That zone's for official vehicles only. The demonstration. The march. Now, this is serious, Mrs. Rowan.
Oh, I know. The threat of nuclear war bothers a great many people, including myself.
She's a fan of Melthorne's from way back, Sergeant. He's a wonderful speaker, apparently.
That's right, he is. I might even go along and listen to him.
I'd strongly advise against that.
Really?
Mrs. Rowan, there'll be some rowdy demonstrators up here, and some of my officers might not be able to identify friend from foe, as it were.
Sounds like you're preparing for war.
Not the analogy I'd have used, but in times of war, a wife is supposed to support her husband, not the other side.
Well, I'd better move my car from the battleground then.
Put it down. I'm on your side.
What the hell do you want?
A reward.
Eh?
Let's face it. The police will be onto you in no time.
Don't know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about you giving me a share of what you got last night.
You're cracked.
Oh, I like Billy's arm. Fell off a ladder, pull the other one. And if I can sort it out, so can the police.
Aye, and who's going to tell them?
I might. Mind you, the way your luck's running, I might not have to. That was the Bobby's wife that fixed young Billy's arm, you know. So sooner or later...
All right. What do you want?
Let's see what you've got.
So, what did Blaketon say when you told him you'd lost demonstrators?
You're too young for words like that, Phil. So, now I've got to count the marchers coming off the train.
Well, there won't be many. You know, me get them on a couple of tandems. Think you're going to need more than 2 hands to count these out.
Hello, George.
Come to arrest Ferrenby, have you?
No, I've come to see the wife.
Oh, she's in with the doctor, is she? Only I've not seen her out here.
She is the doctor, George.
I know she's a doctor, but even doctors get ill, don't they?
Hello, Nick.
Hello.
Morning, George. You next.
Hey?
Bye.
Thank you, Doctor.
You are here for the surgery.
Oh, you're the doctor. Oh, it was somewhat personal.
In that case, we'd be better off in my consulting room.
No, that's all right. It was Dr. Ferrenby that wanted to see me. About buying some wine. Yeah, buying wine. Well, I'll see him next week.
I like a nice bottle of wine. Come in and talk to me about it.
Kate.
Won't be a moment. Will we, George?
You can't spare any men at all? Yes, I do remember saying Ashfordley could cope, but there's been a variance in numbers. Yes, I'm still confident for the ambassador's safety. Thank you, sir. 3 men would be a great help.
Now then, George. Pyle's playing you up again.
Hello.
Kate, you got a minute?
Is it important?
Yes.
Won't be long.
You're not serious about going on this demo, are you?
Pardon?
Everyone's getting pretty jumpy with these Americans coming. There's only you and a few of us know about it, by the way.
Well, I'm not going to run off and tell Paul Melthorne, am I?
I'm just saying, whether you're serious or not, I'd rather you didn't go up there today.
Is this you speaking or Oscar Blaketon? I don't wear a uniform, Nick. He can't order me about.
No one's ordering you, Kate. We're only just getting accepted. You know what the people around here think about the band, the bomb lot?
I know what a few louts in the pub think. Look, Nick, I gave up a lot to come here and support you in what you wanted to do. But I'm still an individual with opinions, principles.
So are you going?
We'll see.
There is something else, Kate. If anyone comes in with a broken arm or like they've been beaten up, let us know, will you? One of the lads who robbed the demonstrators got himself bashed.
That farm accident. The boy, Billy Newton, he'd broken his arm. He said he did it falling off a ladder.
Thanks, Kate. I'll check it out.
You're right there, Billy. It worked, Dunk. I fooled them all, didn't I? Not for long, sunshine. I've already been nobbled by your local villain. Cops won't be far behind. What are you talking about? That Greengrass bloke. Turned me over for the stuff we got last night. You're lying. You're trying to keep it all for yourself. Listen to me, kid. He worked it out. What are we gonna do? I'll hit the road now, before the others come looking. That's after we've settled a little bit of unfinished business.
What was he doing up the ladder, Mr. Metcalfe?
Heaven alone knows. He should have been milking.
I don't suppose you know where he was last night?
I was in the pub with that mate of his, Duncan. That's Claude Greengrass who was chatting to him.
So, tell me about this Duncan.
He's a brickie up at Filingdales.
And how long's he lived here?
Oh, a few months. But he begged off this morning. And he still owes me rent.
Shut up! Bloody dog. Come here. Hey, come here. Come here. Hey, come. Hey, what the hell are you doing?
Hey, Claude. Got a bone to pick with you.
That's it!
Well, you've got something to mind, fat old bastard.
Well, they look peaceful enough anyway, Sarge.
Aye. So were the Germans when they played football with the Tommies on Christmas Day.
When was that, Sarge?
World War I, long ago, but not forgotten.
You got 20 men to control this crowd? I hope you know what you're doing, Sergeant.
Apart
from George, everyone seemed to accept me.
You know George.
And medically, it was quite straightforward.
You know, you'll find what most patients need is reassurance.
They certainly seemed to hang on every word. Anyway, it was great. It actually made me feel I was doing something at last.
Funny being a village GP. People put you on a pedestal and then they can't wait to see you fall off. But you've made a very good start. Anything on for the rest of the day?
I did have something planned. A demonstration of my independence, you might say.
Mm.
But you've just reminded me I'd be far better off getting on with the decorating. Bye-bye.
Hello? What happened?
I fell and banged my head.
Yeah, and Billy Newton fell off a ladder. Come on, Claude, don't piss me about.
Oh, they jumped me, didn't they?
Who, Billy Newton and his pal?
Yeah.
Where are they now?
Gone. Down south, they said.
You need a doctor.
Can you recommend one?
You all right?
Yes, just nerves.
Good luck.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Paul Melthorpe.
I am proud to see so many of you here today. So many of you to tell the warmongers in Whitehall and Washington that nuclear war is not the answer. So why are we here? At an establishment that can only have a peaceful intent, that can only warn us that the Russians have launched their own rain of death on our cities. I'll tell you why. Because in the 4 minutes they get, the powers that be from their secret bunkers, bunkers that we will never be allowed access to, in those 4 minutes, they will launch our missile.
Any sign of Rowan?
No sign of him yet, sir.
Right, get on the radio, find out what the hell he's playing at. Doesn't he know what's at stake here?
The world will come to an end.
What's that for? It's obvious, isn't it? They're looking for us. Oh, no. What are we gonna do?
We'll head back the way we came.
The shape of these things is more than somewhat appropriate. Balls! They ought to be hung outside a pawnbroker's because our defense is in hock to the Americans. If Lyndon Johnson wants to blast the Russians off the face of the earth, you can be sure we will all go...
How did you say it happened?
Helping the police with their inquiries. Hellfire.
That should do it, Mr. Greengrass. Hello?
There's an emergency.
At Filingdale's.
Can you get here soon?
I'll be there as soon as I can. Bye-bye.
Listen to me. Paul wants us to go on as planned. Everybody sit down. Do not respond to police intimidation.
Come on, baby, now. Come on, baby. Come on, I'm walking
that time we'll have all the roads blocked off. Do you want to take your chances on foot, kid? Because if you don't stop whinging, bloody hell. You'll never catch us on that. What about the barrier?
We shall not be moved just like this. Is it his heart?
I don't think so.
But I've had heart trouble all my life.
I thought you were a soldier. You fought in Spain and in the last war.
I wanted to. I really did.
You mean you didn't fight? It was all lies.
Of course, you must go to the hospital for tests, but your heart sounds fine to me, Mr. Malthorne.
If it isn't my heart, girl, what is it?
Get the barrier!
Radio ahead. Tell Blaketon.
Will he live?
He's in pain, but I don't think it's his heart. It might be acute esophageal reflux.
Come again.
Severe heartburn.
Sergeant, you're not getting the highway clear. Looks like I'm going to have to abort the ambassador's visit.
It'll be clear.
I'm noting your confidence, Sergeant.
Sergeant Blaketon. Green's checkpoint, Sergeant. Sergeant Blaketon, come in, please. There's a leather motorbike coming straight for you, Sergeant. Come in, please.
Sergeant Blaketon!
Not now, Mrs. Rowan.
Alf, the robbery last night, it's him. I told you not to come.
No,
I really
Nick,
thought
you've got
you weren't
the
going
wrong
to
end
come.
of the stick.
Oi, what do you think you're doing?
Special branch. Belthorne's wallet, he said nothing was taken. Gotcha.
You're police?
Yeah.
What were you playing at with that assault stuff?
For months now, I've been trying to get close to Melthorne. You gave me a perfect opportunity, and now it's paid off.
But why didn't somebody tell me?
Well, put the operation at risk.
You're not putting my arrest at risk.
You don't understand. He's an MP. We have to keep an eye on him. Look at Profumo.
I don't want to know.
He could be open to blackmail.
Opposing nuclear weapons doesn't make somebody subversive.
Not getting any better, is it, Sergeant?
5 minutes. That's all I need. 5 minutes.
After that, the visit's aborted. And I hope you've got broad shoulders because you're carrying the can, my friend.
Bright ideas, Rowan.
Where's Melthorne?
He's over there. Your wife came to treat him. Thought he was dying. It was only indigestion.
But she wasn't on this demo.
Of course not. That's quite a woman you got there, Rowan. She caught that robber for you, knocked him off his bike. So, what's this bright idea of yours?
Right. Mr. Melthorne, is this yours?
Yes.
Is this what you're looking for?
Give me that.
As I just told that chap from Special Branch, this photograph of you and the young lady is evidence.
Special Branch?
Of course, if you were to call off this demonstration.
That's blackmail.
Just think of it as doing something positive for peace, sir.
asking you to clear the road. I think we've made our point here. It's been a great victory for peace. I think we should now disperse.
A special branch plant. Are you sure, Owen?
Oh, yes, Sarge. Very sure.
What's up?
He's a fraud, Julian. Paul's a fraud.
What?
He lied about his past. God knows what else he's lied about. Look at the way he's helping the police now.
You satisfied, Sergeant?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
He says he found the stuff in a field. He was about to bring it in when them two lads turned up.
And you believed him?
Nah, but I reckon a jury would. And we wouldn't want him getting one over us again, would we?
Right. Greengrass, out!
What? Can I go? Hey, seeing as I found the stuff, is there any reward?
I love you, 'cause you tell me things I want to know. And it's true that it really only goes to show that I know that I should never be.
Hi.
Hi. Kate. I'm sorry.
You jumped to conclusions. Like I did when I thought you'd hit that Julian Cantley.
You said you didn't believe that.
I know. But I wondered. I should have known you better.
Now, I bought you chocolates to apologise for my mistake.
So how can I apologise for mine?
You can spend the day with me tomorrow.
Fishing.
Doing what husbands and wives do together. Decorating.
Heartbeat, why do you miss when my baby kisses me? Heartbeat, why does a love kiss stay in my memory?